so hungry. We'll never reach home. I'd like to know what we're gonna do. 2 months already since we left St. Pete's. He's gone through all his cash, his precious buck. So now he sticks here with his tail between his legs and takes it easy.
We've had enough and more than enough to pay for the fare, but no. He must exhibit himself in every town. Oh, see. We get me the best drink to be had, and order the best dinner they serve. I can't stand bad food. I must have the best.
It'd be alright for somebody.
But for a common clerk, it's all his fault.
What do you do with them? Dad sends some money to keep him going, but the whole lot it does. Instead of sticking to his job, he gads on about the prospect and plays cards. If the old gentleman only knew it, he wouldn't care that you're an official. You'd lift up your little shirty and lay it on, so you'd go about rubbing yourself for a week. And here's a landlord said he won't let you have anything else to eat until you pay your back bills. Well, suppose we don't pay? I'm so hungry. I think I could eat the whole world right now. That's him.
Here. What? Have you been warming the bed again?
Why should I have been warming the bed? Have I never seen a bed before?
You are lying. The bed's all tumbled up.
What do I want a bed for? Don't I know what a bed is like? I have my own legs and can use them to stand on. I don't need your bed.
Go see if there's some tobacco in the pouch.
What tobacco? You emptied it out 4 days ago?
Listen, Osip.
Yes, sir?
Go down there.
Where?
Down to the restaurant. Tell them to send up dinner.
No, I won't.
How dare you, you fool!
You won't do any good anyhow. The landlord said he won't let you have anything else to eat.
How dare he? What nonsense is this?
He'll go to the governor too, he says. It's been 2 weeks now since you paid him, he says. You and your master are cheats, he says. And your master is a blackleg besides, he says. We know the breed. We've seen swindlers like him before.
You're delighted, I suppose, you feed all this to me, you donkey.
Every Tom, Dick, and Harry comes and lives here, he says, and runs up bills so you can't even throw him out. I'm not going to fool about it, he says. I'm going straight to the governor and have him arrested and thrown in jail.
That will do now, you fool. Go down at once, come have dinner sent up. The coarse brute. The idea.
Hadn't I better call the landlord up here?
What do I want the landlord for? Go tell him yourself.
But really, master.
Well, go. The deuce take you. Call the landlord. I am so hungry. I don't think I've ever been so hungry in all my life. I took a little stroll thinking I could walk off my appetite, but hang it, it clings. If I hadn't dissipated selling pens, that's all I'd have to get home with. That if you kept to dip me up all right. Marvelous way that scoundrel cut the cards. Took it less than a quarter of an hour for him to clean me out of my last penny. And yet, I'd give anything to have another set to with him, only I never had the chance. What a rotten town this is. Can't get anything on credit in the grocery shops here. Deucedly mean. Ugh, I don't think I've ever been so hungry in all my life. Shall I try to raise something on my clothes? Shall I sew my trousers? No. I'd rather starve than go home without a St. Petersburg suit. Well?
They're bringing dinner.
Dinner!
This is the last time the landlord will let you have dinner.
The landlord. I spit on your landlord. What do you got there?
Soup and roast.
What? Only 2 courses?
That's all.
What does he mean by that? That's not enough. I won't eat it. Ask him. What does he mean by that?
What do you mean? You're lucky you're getting food at all.
I said no sauce.
There's none.
What? When I passed through the kitchen this morning, I saw a whole lot being prepared. And 2 short little people were eating salmon and lots of other things.
Well, you see, there is some and there isn't.
Why isn't?
Because there isn't any.
What? No salmon? No fish? violence.
Only for the better kind of folk.
You are a fool.
Yes, sir.
You measly suckling pig. Why can they eat and I not? Why the devil can't I eat too? Am I not a guest the same as they?
No, not the same. That's plain.
How so?
That's easy. They pay, you don't. That's it.
I'm not going to argue with you, simpleton. What? You call that soup? That is not soup. Ugh. Feathers or instead of butter. What wretched soup? I won't eat it. Bring me some other soup.
Alright, I'll take it back. Well, unless you didn't want it, you didn't take it.
Oh, wait now, you fool. You may be used to treating other people this way, but advise you not try it on me. I am not that kind. Ugh, what wretched soup. I think anyone in the world's ever tasted such a soup. Feathers floating on top instead of butter. Ugh, what a bird. Oh, soup. There's some soup left. Take it. What? You call that roast beef? That is not roast beef.
What else is it?
The devil knows what it is, but it's not roast beef. Roast iron, not roast beef. Scoundrels, crooks, the stuff they give it to eat. It's enough to make one's jaw ache to chew one piece of it. Ugh, scoundrels. Is there nothing else?
Nope.
What? Scoundrels, crooks. They better give you some decent pastry or something lazy good for nothings. Fleecing their guests, that's all they're good for. Ugh. I'm still so hungry. It's as if I've eaten nothing at all. My word, I've only whetted my appetite. If only I had some pennies I could send to the market to buy bread.
The governor has come. I don't know what for. He's been inquiring about you.
There now. That innkeeper has gone and made a complaint against me. Suppose he's come to clap me in jail. Well, if he does it in a gentlemanly way, I may. No, I won't. I won't do it. And the townspeople and the merchants, they're all out in the street, and I set the fashion for them, and the merchant's daughter. No, I won't go. And pray, who is he? How dare he actually? Who does he take me for? A tradesman? I'll tell him straight out. How dare you? How?
I have come to present my compliments, sir.
How do you do, sir?
Excuse our intruding.
Pray, don't mention it.
It is my duty as chief magistrate of this town to see that all guests and persons of rank should suffer no inconvenience.
Well, what was to be done? It's not my fault. I'm really going to pay. It's his fault. He gives me beef as hard as board in the soup. The devil knows what he puts into it. I have to have it thrown out of his window. He stars me the whole day. Oh, and his tea is so peculiar. It smells of fish, not tea. So why should I? The idea.
Excuse me, I assure you, it's not my fault. I only have the best beef in the market here, and the Coble merchants bring it. They are sober, well-behaved people. I am sure I don't know where he gets his bad beef. But if anything is wrong, may I suggest that you allow me to take you somewhere else?
Oh, no, I'd much rather stay. I know very well where the other place is. A jail. So why should I? The idea, well, I tell you, I'm in the government service at St. Petersburg. I.
Oh my goodness, how angry he is. They've told him everything. Those filthy merchants have told him everything.
I won't go if you come here with your whole force. I'll go straight to the minister. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Please, have mercy. I figure on me. I have a wife and little children. Don't bring misfortune on a man.
What have they got to do with it? Must I go to jail because a man has a wife and little children? No, much obliged to you. I will not go.
Please. It was my inexperience. Nothing, I swear to you, nothing but my inexperience. And insufficient means, judge for yourself. The salary I get is not enough for tea and sugar. And if I take a bribes, well, they were mere trifles. Something for the table or a coat or two. And as for the officer's widow, whom they say I flogged, well, it's a slander that I flogged her, sir. It's a slander. Those scoundrels made up the lie. And they are criminals themselves, sir. They would see me murdered. That's the kind of people they are.
I don't see why you're talking about them. I've nothing to do with them now. Your scoundrels and an officer's widow are quite a different matter. But no, you wouldn't dare beat me. You can't do it to me. No, sir, you can't. Look at him. The idea. No, I'll pay. I'll pay the money, just now I'm out of cash. That's why I stay here, because I haven't a single kopeck.
Oh, he's a shrewd one, so that's what he's aiming at. Very well. Play along. If it really is money that you are in want of, sir, I have some to spare. I am ready to serve you. It is my duty to assist strangers in town.
Lend me some. Then I'll settle up immediately with the landlord. I only want 200 rubles. Even less would do.
Of course, here. Here are 200 rubles. Don't bother to count it.
Very much obliged to you. I'll get it back to you as soon as I can. I just suddenly found myself without it. I see you are a gentleman. Now it's all different.
Oh, thank goodness he's taking the money. I slipped 400 into his hand instead of 2. I suppose things will move more smoothly now.
Oh, Sip. Oh, Sip. Where is he? Oh, Sip. Look down at once and tell the servant to come up. Please, take a seat.
Oh, please, no, don't trouble yourself. We can stand.
Oh, please be seated. I see now how kind and generous you are. For a moment I thought you could put me in that. Please, take a chair.
Thank you. I must be bolder. He wants us to pretend that he is incognito. Very well, we will talk nonsense too. I was going about in the performance of my duty with Ivana Ivanovna Dakshinskaya here. She's a landed proprietor here. And we came to the inn to see that the guests are properly accommodated because, well, I'm not like other governors who don't care about anything, no, apart from my duty, out of pure Christian philanthropy, and as if to reward me for my pains, chance has afforded me this pleasant acquaintance.
I indeed, too, am very pleased. I admit it, for not for your help, I don't know what I would have done. I would have had to stay here quite some time. I don't know how in the world I would have been able to pay my bill.
Oh yes, Pilon. May I ask where your honor was going?
To my own village in the government of Serto.
Oh, you are traveling for your own amusement, I suppose.
No, my father wants me. He's angry because so far I haven't made headway in the St. Petersburg service. He thinks they stick the Vladimir in your buttonhole the minute you get there. Oh, I'd like to see him knock about the government offices for a while.
Dragging his old father, too. How long are you planning on staying there?
I really don't know. You see, my father is stubborn and stupid. An old dotard as hard as a block of wood. I'll tell him straight out, do what you will, but I cannot live away from St. Petersburg. And really, why should I waste my life among peasants? Our times make different demands on us. My soul craves enlightenment.
And such an ugly, insignificant-looking creature, too. Seems as if I could crush him with my fingernails. I'll make him talk. I'll make him tell me things. You were quite right in saying that a person can do nothing in a dreary, out-of-the-way place. Take this town, for instance. You work hard for your country, you lie awake nights, and you don't spare yourself. And the reward, well, you don't know when it's coming. And I say it's rather damp in here too, don't you think?
Oh yes, it is a dirty room. Oh, and the bugs. I've never experienced anything like them. They bite like dogs.
Oh, you don't say. An illustrious guest like you to be subjected to such annoyance at the hands of, whom? Of vile bugs, which never deserve to be born. It's rather dark in here, too, don't you think?
Oh yes, it's very gloomy. Our landlord has introduced a custom of not providing candles. Sometimes I'll have to do something, read a bit, or if a fancy strikes me, write something. And I can't. It's a dark room, yes, very dark.
If I may be so bold, well, no, I'm unworthy.
Oh, what is it?
No, I'm unworthy.
But what is it?
Well, if I may be so bold, I have a fine room at home, light and cozy. Oh, but no, it is true great honor. Please, don't be offended. I made the offer only out of the simplicity of my heart.
On the contrary, I accept your invitation with pleasure. I should find it much more comfortable staying in a private house than this disreputable tavern.
I am only too delighted. And how glad my wife will be. Well, it's only my character, you know, sir. I've always been hospitable, even from my very childhood. Especially when my guest is a distinguished person. Oh, don't think I say this out of flattery. No, I haven't that vice. I made the offer only out of the fullness of my heart. smart.
Oh, and I'm greatly obliged to you. I myself hate double-faced people. On the contrary, I like your candor and your kind-heartedness exceedingly. As for me, I require nothing but devotion and esteem. Esteem and devotion.
Did your honor wish anything?
Yes, let's have the bill.
Oh, no. Don't trouble yourself. She can wait. Money will be sent to you.
Yes, that's so.
If it please you, would you care to inspect the town institutions now? The philanthropic institution, for example, and others?
But what is there to see?
Oh, well, you will see the way they are run and the order in which we keep them.
Very well, with the greatest pleasure. I'm ready.
Oh, and from there, if it please you, we can go and visit the district schools, and you can see our methods of education.
Yes, if you please.
Oh, and then we can go from there, and you can inspect our town jails and prisons, and you can see how our criminals are kept.
Yes, but why go to prison? We had better inspect the philanthropic institutions first.
Of course, as you please. Will you go in your own carriage, or in the cab with me?
I'd rather take the cab with you.
Oh, now, there'll be no room for you even on that.
It doesn't matter. I'll walk.
Run as quickly as you can. Run as quickly as you can and take 2 notes. One to somebody to meet at the hospital, and the other to my wife. May I take the liberty of asking you to allow me to write a line to my wife and tell her to make ready to receive our honored guest?
Oh, why go to so much trouble? However, here's a pen. I don't know whether there's any paper. Would the bill do?
Yes, the bill will do. We'll see how things go after lunch in a couple of stout moms. If only I knew what he is, how much I'll have to be on my guard.
Have you hurt yourself?
No, I'm all right. It's just a bruise. I promise. I'll go to Dr. Huber's. He's a plaster. It'll be all right.
It's nothing, sir. Now, if it please you, we'll go. I will call your servant to bring your luggage over to my place. Here, my good fellow! What was his name? Here. Take your master's things over to my place, the governor's. Anyone will tell you where it is. Couldn't you found some other place to fall? Sprawling out here like a lobster!